So welcome back to On the Couch with Tony and Nikki, and this week's subject is one that will get many of you glued to it, and we're doing a 4-part series on sex. So what we're specifically going to talk about is in the bedroom, the do's and the don'ts, and we're going to do that for men and we're going to do that for women. So this week we're going to cover what men should not do, the don'ts that men would do in the bedroom. And
I think this is going to be fascinating for women as well.
I'm sure you're right. So we need a bit of a checklist, guys. If you're doing any of the 10 don'ts, then you will not be getting the results that you really desire. So let's whittle down that list.
So the first one is don't just have sex because you need it.
Yes, there's an interesting thing that men get this sort of sexual drive going. It's like an energy, and it's said actually that in modern man we're using that energy incorrectly. That energy is meant for not the purpose that we're using it for. It's actually meant for your sort of purpose in life, your vision, the hunter part of men, that leader part. But actually what we've done is modern man's got very addicted to sex, and they're utilising that energy and to just have sex a lot.
Yes.
So they get sort of stuck in that mode, so to speak.
Yeah, and that feels just horrid for a woman.
Yeah.
It just feels, we can tell. So the second one, which is a bit of a contradiction, but some men will be doing this as well, is that asking permission or pleading for sex.
Yeah, this is when men are really in their feminine, as we call it. Men really, if you're pleading, going, "Oh, please, can I have sex with you?" I mean, oh my God, women hate this stuff. It's not what we're born to do. Don't do that. It won't work. So if you are doing that, notice how your woman's like to move away from you, not towards you.
No. So the third thing is about focusing on what you want. That's a big don't.
Focusing on what you want, really, to have a great, loving relationship with a woman, you need to be focused all on her. If you focus all on her, give her all of your love rather than just trying to have sex with her, you'll get a completely different result.
Yeah. Now, and the next one is don't focus on your orgasm.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Men, you've got like a switch in you. You all know, you've been there thousands of times, no doubt, that you have like this little switch. It's like a mental switch almost, that when you suddenly switch to, oh my God, there's my orgasm, it's like, they call it the point of no return. That's it, it's all over. The average length of love-making session, it's said, don't quote me on this, is between 3 and 3.5 minutes. And that's mostly because men go focus on their orgasm, then it's all over, and that doesn't please their women really.
Yeah, and the other thing that's happened is that men have almost taught women, this doesn't make it their fault, but it's just what's happened in this day and age, is taught women to focus on their orgasm.
Yes.
So it's kind of like you have your orgasm, I have my orgasm, and that's just not good. And therefore don't have it all over in 3 minutes is the next one.
Absolutely,
because that's what tends to happen.
Yeah, I mean, a woman wants to experience, a loving experience with you. They want love. They do not really want sex. A woman who's saying she wants sex is addicted to sex, a little bit like a man. So really what she wants is to be experiencing love, the fullness of the love inside of her that a man can bring. And the man, when he gets that experience of the joy that she feels, that's what great love making's all around. So
the next one is don't just make it a sexual experience.
Yes, I mean, many people are just getting sexually aroused, and then of course this isn't really what love is. We always say, if you watch the red and the green episodes, the red is where we'd be having sex, the green is where we'd be making love. These are different energies. Red energy is quite low, so you're just having a sexual experience, you'll be focused on sex, and that's all there is to it. And as I say, it's like a drug. You'll be back for more and more and more. It's like an insatiable need, and it won't go away. Whereas when you're loving, it's a much higher energy, and it has a much more lasting effect, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And what's going to happen is that women are then finding they're trying to sexually arouse men.
Yes.
And therefore they're seeing themselves as either good or bad in bed as to whether they can really get a man to be very sexually aroused, and then they wonder why that is not meeting their needs. So of course it's not about blame, it's about the big don't for men and women is don't do the sexual adventurous stuff. What do we call it? Like sexual athletics.
Yes, indeed.
That is not going to give you the long-lasting, everlasting kind of love that you want.
Yeah.
And what a lot of men are doing is, and your big next don't is don't just turn over and go to sleep afterwards.
Yeah, obviously men, once they've focused on their orgasm, that's it, it's all over. The woman's going, well, what happened there then? Many men just literally go to sleep. It's she wants to be loved. She wants some romance. She wants to be cuddled. She wants to be kissed. She wants you to be close to her. That's what a woman needs. So if you're not meeting that need, then her desire to be with you sexually or lovingly will diminish radically, and she'll start to move away from you and put loads of conditions conditions on your relationship. So if you're not very close together in bed, guess that, you'll be doing some of these don'ts, but that's a big one.
Yeah, and don't just leave it all to her.
Yes, I mean, if you're letting your woman be the leader in bed, you're most likely letting her be the leader in life, and that is unlikely to be giving you a great relationship. So, if you lead in life and you lead in the bedroom, then you will get a different experience, and she will want to be with you.
Absolutely, is what we want. Yes, absolutely. So the next one is don't visualise other women.
Oh yes, I mean men are many men are heavily into pornography one way or the other. Yeah, whether it's page 3 in a newspaper or magazines, or whether it's late night television or internet, whatever it is, it's surrounded with pornography. Now all that pornography does is gets you sexually excited. Now a lot of men will obviously masturbate and in that situation, but a lot will get sexually excited and then go and put that sex in their woman. That is not what she wants at all. You will not be meeting her needs. She will get the energy of that, and that's not a great experience for women, is it?
No, and women have started to visualise too, and therefore then you're talking dirty, visualising. Again, this is not going to last.
No.
It's going to have to get more and more and more to meet that unhealthy need.
Yeah. So if you're going to visualise anything, visualise your woman in a loving, beautiful state that you're creating with her. So, but visualising other women or other sexual situations and scenarios, so it's a non-starter. It's on a road to nowhere.
And the last one is don't just do it occasionally.
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, the thing is that women need to be loved all of the time. I mean, literally all of the time. So actually, they do want you to make love to them a lot. What they don't want is, as we've said over and over here, is they don't just want you to have sex with them. But, love, it's just a beautiful thing. They absolutely love you loving them. So it's a skill to be learned. So
yes.
There you go. The first episode, the 10 don'ts that men don't. Men, if you're doing it, won't be working very well. So, hopefully you've checked off your checklist. And really, next week we're going to be back with the 10 things that men could do in the bedroom. We're going to have a better result. So we are now.
It's on the blog.
It's on the blog, yes. So if you want to read those points, they're all sitting there for you now. And we are now going to go to our commercial break. So if you're not into learning more with Tony and Nikki, then quit now and turn us off. We're fine with that. And if you want to learn a little bit about what you can do with us going forward, then just stay tuned. And we'll see you in a minute. Okay. So welcome back to the commercial break, and this week we have something very special for you. Basically, we are running a dinner with a difference, we call it, don't we? In London on the 26th of June.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday. So if you're into live events or you like to go out for an evening with a difference, then this is absolutely dinner with a difference. It's in a great hotel, the Apex Hotel at Tower Bridge. It's already lots of people booked up, so who knows, you may even meet someone there.
It's happened before.
Yeah.
And we've got people there who've done our stuff before and new people, and it's going to be a fantastic evening where like-minded people and learn something too.
Yeah, it's a nice social evening. But the key things you're going to learn, I mean, what could you benefit from? I remember one guy went along to one of our dinners and it absolutely changed his life. He's got, oh my gosh, I can see now why I've got it all wrong for so long, and absolutely. He booked up there and then to come to all of our events, and he's already halfway through them. He's like a newborn man, so that's really cool. So who knows, that could happen for you. One of the things he found out, many people put this on our surveys, is, what's the difference between operating from a more masculine energy, if I'm a guy, or
a more feminine space? How do you do that?
Yeah, what's that all about? So you will walk away from that dinner knowing whether you're a woman operating in feminine or masculine healthily, or whether you're a man operating in masculine or healthily, or more feminine and unhealthy way. That conundrum will be solved for you at that dinner. Our trainers Rob and Netta Hargreaves will be there to make sure that you have a fun night out. So if you're looking to have a dinner with a difference, as we call it, on the 26th of June, then get down to the Apex Hotel. You do have to book up first. So book now online.
We need to know you're coming.
It's just £67. I mean, that's a snip, a night out. Tower Bridge is seen out the windows. So fantastic location, and we trust you'll have a fun night out.